Japan's general election delivered a decisive and closely watched outcome as results streamed in live on Sunday night, showing Sanae Takaichi's ruling coalition poised to secure a clear majority in the House of Representatives, cementing her position as the country's most powerful conservative leader in a generation and signaling continuity with a more assertive political and economic agenda. According to projections from national broadcasters and exit polls, Takaichi's Liberal Democratic Party (LDP), together with its longtime junior partner Komito, crossed the threshold needed to control the lower house, despite pockets of resistance in urban districts and a more energized opposition campaign than in previous cycles. The result capped weeks of intense campaigning dominated by debates over inflation, wage growth, national security, constitutional reform, and Japan's role in an increasingly polarized Indo-Pacific, with Takaichi positioning herself as a steady hand capable of navigating economic uncertainty while standing firm against regional threats. Speaking to supporters as early returns confirmed her advantage, Takaichi struck a confident but measured tone, thanking voters for their trust and pledging to govern responsibly, protect Japan's interests, and build an economy that rewards hard work, while acknowledging the concerns of those who did not back her coalition. Analysts noted that the coalition's path to victory was driven by strong performances in rural and suburban districts, where the LDP's organizational strength and local networks remain formidable, offsetting losses in some metropolitan areas where opposition parties made gains among younger and first-time voters frustrated by rising living costs and job insecurity. The Constitutional Democratic Party of Japan (CDP), leading a fragmented opposition, improved its seat count compared to the last election but fell short of mounting a serious challenge for power, hampered by policy disagreements with potential allies and lingering questions about leadership and economic credibility. Smaller parties, including reformist and populist groups, siphoned off protest votes but ultimately played a limited role in altering the overall balance, reinforcing the structural advantage enjoyed by the LDP-Komito alliance under Japan's electoral system. Throughout election day, turnout appeared modestly higher than the previous contest, a development some observers attributed to heightened public interest following Takaichi's rise and the perception that the vote would shape Japan's direction at a time of global volatility, from geopolitical tensions in East Asia to slowing growth in key export markets. Economically, the coalition's victory was welcomed by markets seeking stability, with investors expecting policy continuity on monetary easing, fiscal support for households, and gradual structural reforms aimed at boosting productivity and addressing demographic decline, even as critics warn that bolder measures are needed to tackle inequality and the long-term burden of public debt. On security and foreign policy, Takaichi's mandate is likely to reinforce Japan's closer alignment with the United States and like-minded partners, continued increases in defense spending, and a tougher stance on regional flashpoints, positions that resonated with conservative voters but remain controversial among segments of the electorate wary of constitutional reinterpretation and military expansion. The campaign was not without controversy, as opposition parties questioned the coalition's handling of price pressures, allegations of factional fundraising irregularities, and the pace of social reforms, while Takaichi countered by emphasizing experience, stability, and the risks of an untested alternative government. Live coverage captured the drama of tight races in swing districts, where margins were slim and recounts possible, yet as the night wore on the arithmetic increasingly favored the ruling bloc, prompting concession speeches from opposition leaders who vowed to regroup and hold the government accountable. International reaction was swift, with allies offering congratulations and expressing confidence in continued cooperation, while regional observers parsed the implications for diplomacy and trade, particularly as Japan prepares to host and participate in major multilateral forums. Looking ahead, Takaichi faces the challenge of translating electoral success into effective governance, balancing her conservative base with the need to appeal to a broader public grappling with everyday economic pressures, and managing coalition dynamics with Komito, whose support has been crucial but comes with policy compromises. The scale of the majority, while sufficient to govern, will shape her room for maneuver on contentious issues such as constitutional revision, tax reform, and energy policy, including the future role of nuclear power. For now, the live election results underscore a familiar but evolving reality of Japanese politics: a dominant ruling party adapting to new pressures, an opposition still searching for a unifying message, and an electorate cautious but willing to endorse continuity amid uncertainty. As the final counts are confirmed and attention turns from campaigning to governing, Takaichi's coalition victory marks both an affirmation of the status quo and the opening of a new chapter, one in which expectations are high, scrutiny is intense, and the direction she sets in the coming months will define Japan's political and strategic trajectory for years to come.